Let's bring you the news update for the time. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control has reported 584 new cases of COVID-19, taking the country's total number of confirmed cases to 183,087. Lagos recorded the highest number of new cases with 201 new infections, followed by Rivers State with 149 new cases, while the Federal Capital Territory recorded 82 new cases. So far, 167,310 people have been discharged, while 2,223 people have died from COVID-19 complications. The federal government has flagged off the second phase of COVID-19 vaccination, earlier shifted from last Tuesday due to relabeling for easy tracking by the regulatory agency. Also, the Johnson & Johnson vaccines are to be deployed to hard-to-reach and security-challenged areas in Nigeria to eliminate the need for locals to travel into urban areas in search of a second dose of the vaccine. Helen Osamide-Kings reports.
Nigeria in early August received 4,080,000 doses of Moderna COVID-19 vaccine donated by the government of the United States. In less than 2 weeks, 177,600 doses of Johnson & Johnson vaccines out of the 29,850,000 doses the federal government has purchased through the African Import-Export Bank and the African Union was also received. The federal government is now flagging off another round of vaccinations to enable those who are yet to be vaccinated get their dose. On the method of distribution, the federal government says the Johnson & Johnson vaccine will be taken to hard-to-reach and security-challenged areas in the country.
In your personal interest as a Nigerian, when the vaccines are made available, for you to ensure that you get vaccinated as quickly as possible.
177,600 doses will be focused on those who live in hard-to-reach areas. That is to say, those that live in riverine areas, desert areas, mountainous areas, security-compromised areas. This is because they are the people who may find it difficult to leave their homes to the health facility for the second dose vaccination.
More of the vaccines are said to be exported into the country in the coming months.
As has already been indicated, Nigeria is also working on being a production site for vaccines. We are working with eminent Nigerians, and we have been working also with National Assembly to get the resources. And it will also require technology transfer and a considerable investment from countries with whom we are already in touch.
We are also committed to delivering the Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine every month to participating states until Q3 of next year.
As of June 2021, over 3 million doses of the Oxford AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine doses were utilized for first and second round vaccinations. The federal government is hoping to achieve immunity by vaccinating at least 70% of Nigerians' eligible population. The flag off, which is aimed at informing Nigerians that the government has commenced another phase of vaccination, is also expected to encourage Nigerians to come out in full and be vaccinated. Helen Osamide-Kings, TVC News, Abuja.
And to Plateau State now, where 13 more suspects have been arrested in connection with the killing of at least 23 persons along Rukuba Road in Jos, bringing numbers of suspects to 33. The Force Public Relations Officer, Frank Mba, says detectives from the Force headquarters are profiling the suspects as investigations continue. He explains that the priority of the police authorities is to stabilize the situation amid the curfew imposed by the state governor. Mr. Mba also said the Inspector General of Police, IGP Usman Alkali Baba, has ordered the deployment of additional operational assets, including a police surveillance helicopter, 2 units of police mobile force, and 2 cells of counter-terrorism unit to Plateau State.
Today, the Inspector General of Police ordered the deployment of additional assets, including a police chopper that will be carrying out area surveillance and area patrols within Jos Metropolis. We believe that with our our boots on ground and our A-wing up there in the air, we'll be able to provide sufficient confidence for the people of Jos. We'll also be able to cover the entire field and the entire ground, both on ground and on air. We had earlier told you that scores of suspects have been arrested. These suspects have already been profiled. Special investigators have also moved from Abuja to join their counterparts from the Plateau State Police Command, and they are there providing support. So investigations are ongoing.
Congratulatory messages are already pouring in for Ibrahim Babangida, who turns 80, who played this report of his achievements.
Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida was born in Minna, capital of Niger State, exactly 80 years ago in 1941. His father was Muhammad Babangida and mother Aisha. Young Ibrahim received early Islamic education before proceeding to primary school in 1950 and completed in 1956. He attended Government College Bida for his secondary education between 1957 and 1962. He moved on to join the Nigerian Army on the 10th of December 1962 and attended the Nigerian Military Training College, Kaduna. By September 26, 1963, Ibrahim Babangida was commissioned as second lieutenant in the Army. With the outbreak of the Civil War in 1967, Lieutenant Babangida was drafted to the war front within Biafra territory to 1970. At the end of the war, he was promoted and posted to the Nigeria Defense Academy as an instructor. His rise to power began with his active participation in the 1975 coup led by General Murtala Mohammed that removed General Yakubu Gowon. Colonel Babangida in 1976 was prominent in crushing the Gideon Dimka coup. Though the coup failed eventually, the head of state, General Murtala Mohammed, was assassinated. By 1983, General Babangida orchestrated the coup that ended the civilian government of President Shehu Shagari with General Muhammadu Buhari as head of state. He became the chief of army staff in the new administration. By August 27, 1985, another coup was carried out, ousting General Buhari and bringing in General Babangida as head of state. Apart from surviving several coups d'etat, General Babangida created 2 states on 23 September 1987 and another 9 states on 27 August 1991. His government on 12th of December 1991 relocated the federal capital from Lagos to Abuja. But one of the sore points of his government was the annulment of the 1993 presidential election won by his bosom friend Chief MKO Abiola. By August of the year 1993, General Babangida bowed to pressure from activists demanding the restoration of Abiola's mandate and stepped aside. The failure to resolve the killing of Dele Giwa, another friend of General Babangida since 1986, has remained a huge question mark on the human rights record of the former military president. As he celebrates his 80th birthday, General Babangida will be remembered as the man who kept Africa as the centerpiece of Nigeria's foreign relations.